All right, here we go. This one is gonna be a 38 special test. Today we're gonna be trying out the Hornady Critical Defense. That is 110 grain plus P. That's what this one looks like. It does have that little polymer or rubber tip there in that hollow point cavity. And we're gonna be going out of the Taurus Ultralight. That is the model 85 2-inch snubby. And it looks like we have just enough room that we can probably squeeze one more test out of this block. So we're gonna try to hit it right in the center. So this is our 10% block. We do have our jug backstop just in case we do get those pass-throughs, and our 4 layers of cotton t-shirt on the front. So like always, we'll set our chronograph up so we can hopefully get the impact velocity. We'll see how this one does out of this little snubby. Here we go. All right, we are stepping back to 15 feet. All right, looks like so far so good. Let's check out that impact velocity. So that one was 973.7. So definitely not too bad out of that. It is a pretty light round, but still pretty good. Nothing like that buffalo bore. All right, let's see how we did on this one. So it does look like we got a pretty good hit on that. Really nice star pattern you can see there. So it's doing some pretty good damage so far. And let's check it out from the side, and then we will lay it down so we can get a better look. So check that out. Looks like we did actually catch it in this block. This is a 13-inch block, and we stopped an inch and a half shy. So pretty good penetration. What's that, 11.5 inches? So not too bad. It looks like we did get a pretty nice permanent cavity on that one too. And it carried through about 3/4 of the way, and then it finally started settling down. Let's see. So from the very bottom to the very top, that's actually pretty impressive. That one is 2¼ inches, so that's pretty wide actually. So that is very cool to see. It came all the way through, and then there's that round just sitting there. So we didn't even need these jugs this time. So it's always really cool when we are actually able to catch it in the gel. So let's lay this thing flat, get a little bit better look, and then we'll pull it out and see what that round looks like. All right, check that out one more time. It's that track right in the middle. Actually did quite a bit of damage. It's settled down pretty quickly, but still did pretty good. We were able to stop it. There's actually a couple petals that it sheared off in there too. So let's make sure that measurement was correct. So all the way over. Yeah, we're right at 2¼ so pretty good. Let's check it out this way. And this one looks like it opened up pretty quickly too. As soon as it hit, it started opening up. Got some really nasty damage. And then carried through pretty good. That one made it to 11.5 inches. So pretty impressive. So what we'll do now is we'll pull this round out and we'll see what it looks like. All right, check that thing out. It looks like it did really, really well. Mushroomed out perfectly, and it does have that polymer tip. It was sitting right in the front end of that bullet, so I did have to do some cutting. I don't think we messed up our other wound tracks, but it's looking pretty good so far. So let's check it out. Looks like we got some really perfect expansion. Open up really, really wide too, so I'm sure that's what slowed it down a little bit and didn't really make it too far in that gel. There's one petal that it left kind of kicked out, but really nice uniform expansion on that. So that was very cool to see, especially out of the snubby. Not a lot of rounds expand too well going through this short barrel. So like always, we'll get our screenshots and all that stuff at the end so we can get a better look. But there we go. That was Critical Defense 110 grain plus P 38 special. All right, here's that cross section for that 38 special. It's actually looking pretty good. We got some pretty good cuts in there. Pretty impressive for that really light round. It wasn't moving the fastest, but this looks like we got quite a bit of damage in there. Nice wide cuts. So let's cut it open. All right, here it is after being split. This is the right side, this is the left side. Forgot to mention too, there was quite a few fragments in there. Those copper petals that ended up coming off, which is pretty surprising, but they came off, and then you can see right there where it came in, opened up really quickly, and then dumped a little bit of that cotton t-shirt. Got some pretty good wound channels throughout there. Pretty impressive for that 38. Same here on this one. Came in, dumped a bunch of that cotton, and doing some pretty good tearing throughout there. Like I said before, it ain't no buffalo bore, but definitely wouldn't want to be in front of that one. It's doing really good. And I believe we had 11.5 inches of penetration, which is pretty good. Normally when I test that one in the jugs, we barely make it through 2 jugs, so not the deepest penetrator, but still doing some pretty good damage. There's that critical defense.